Hello and welcome to The Summer Sessions, a podcast where we revisit movies from our childhood. It's a show where we talk about our nostalgia behind these movies, how they got made, and just how well they hold up when rewatching them in the present day. I am one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me as always, Matthew Pelton.
Hi.
Hi.
You can tell I just woke up and I'm a little sick, so yeah. I apologize.
It happens. We were just talking about this before, but I also, just rolled out of bed. So, last night, it was my first shift, on my own.
Oh, no training.
Oh, wait, so we have to update the audience. So, remember how last week...
I said last week we don't talk before these episodes.
Yes.
This is, the most we haven't talked. I don't even think we texted.
No.
Yeah, it's just I'll
crazy.
see you on Thursday.
It's crazy, yeah. So, last week, I was in a panic because I was training, and it was a lot. It was very overwhelming. I was stressed out. So now a week later, I have passed my assessment, thank God.
Hey,
so now I'm officially, I'm officially a cast member at the ride I work at, and
nice.
Last night I had my first shift on my own. But what was weird is that they scheduled me my assessment, and then I had 2 days off, and I just forgot everything.
Oh,
and then I came back and I had my first day.
Damn.
Yeah. So I went in yesterday, and it was pretty easy. But last night was an extended evening hour, so I didn't go into work until 5:45.
Ooh.
And then I got off at 2:00 in the morning.
Ooh.
So I was, and we had an auto evacuation, so I had to help evacuate people from the ride. It was just a nightmare. But as far as, I shouldn't say nightmare, because it was actually a really good day, but it was just a lot for the first day on my own, and I was like, oh god.
But there's no deaths yet.
No deaths yet, and I'm not fired for any safety reprimands, so thank God.
Okay, there you go. First day, not fired yet. That was a good step.
Yeah. But other than that, it's just been work and trying to catch up on sleep, which, judging from my last program here, will never happen. Nope. So I just have to admit, I have to admit to myself that I'm never going to get any rest. So
yeah, I remember how these things work. Yeah, rest does not happen on your end. I think since the last time we recorded... Okay. Without giving away too much, because I have a new theory that this show is cursed.
What? This show? The Summer Sessions or Greenlit?
Yeah, Summer Sessions. Summer Sessions specifically, something is wrong with this show.
How come?
Remember 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, I'm doing, the NYU class, I'm doing an Emerson class, and I have my remote internship.
So I didn't know you were doing an Emerson class.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing an Emerson summer course.
Oh, nice. Which one?
Yeah, I did, media. What's the one that every filmmaker at Emerson hates?
Oh, Media Crit?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that one is rough.
I figured taking it online, asynchronous over summer would be easier than doing it, in person.
Because to get out of the way. Through those lectures are awful.
Yeah. So I'm I just avoid it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm doing the NYU thing, I'm doing an Emerson one, and I have the Echo Kids thing. But last week I said, hey, I might have gotten an in-person, paid internship in Boston, and that's where I'd be spending my whole summer. So I find that every time I announce a potential job or internship on this show, it never pans out. So again, a week later, I have something that looks so promising, something completely different.
Oh.
And it's a job, not an internship. But it's either a cool video job or a cool job that's kind of related to Greenlit. That's the best I can say without giving it away.
Okay. You don't want to spoil it because you're worried it's going to fall through.
Yeah, if I say it, it's not going to happen. I can't put it out there yet.
So what happened with the other one?
They just never responded. It was so weird.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I don't even know if it was left in the episode, because if people don't know, I never listen to these things. But when we were recording our episode, at one point I turned to Nick and I was like, hey, the internship people called me when we were recording our interview with the writer of Robots, God bless. And I called them back when we were done, and I was like, hey, I have a couple missed calls from this number, you know what's going on? And like, oh, this is the internship people, we want to schedule an interview. He's like, but I'm about to walk into a meeting. We'll call you back in like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, sweet. So me and Nick sat there on Zoom and waited for like 30 minutes. He never called back. So we just started the episode. And I was like, okay, at any point. Yeah, I'm glad we did too. I was like, at any point, if he calls, we'll just pause, edit it out, and then, we'll keep going. He never called. So I sent him an email the next day because I didn't save his number, and I always clear my recents on my phone without thinking. Mm-hmm. So I emailed him and just never heard back.
Oh,
I got ghosted.
Damn.
I know
that's awful. Well, okay. Well, fingers crossed for this new one.
Yeah, might have something else.
Yeah, and also, how is Echo Kids going?
Oh, I got in a little bit of trouble actually.
What?
Yeah. So. Did I tell you about the little lyric video I had to do?
I possibly.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm repeating a story, but I had my first thing. I had a couple things I had to do for the internship, which were easy. I just threw them in Premiere and kind of threw it together. But then she sent me this song, all about like these green snakes and a piano and an octopus.
Sure.
It's the weirdest thing ever. And she's like, you need to make a lyric video for it. Here's one for inspiration that we did like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I looked at it, and it's all like animation and motion graphics, and it's all like After Effects, like stuff I've never done.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, snap. Like, what the fuck do I do? So I had to like kind of learn After Effects from scratch. Oh. So it ended up taking me like 2 weeks, but I compiled this little like animated music video.
That's cool.
For this bizarre song. Yeah, thank you. And sure enough, we meet every Monday, the internship. So I showed all the other interns and my boss. We did like a share screen on Zoom. And they liked it so much that, unfortunately, they gave me a second lyric video.
Oh my god.
And I was like, damn it.
You did too good of a job.
I did too good. This is such a pain in the ass, this video. I did too good. So I made the second one. Monday hits. I showed them the second one. Again, they really like it, and this time I'm like, I swear, if they give me another lyric video, I'm gonna freak out. Especially because the other interns have like easy stuff. Mm-hmm. They're just making like Canva presentations and just recording it. You know
nice.
Yeah, and I'm over here like designing it from the ground up.
I mean, that's good for your like technical skills and also for your resume.
Well, yeah. I will say it is nice that I can now put like After Effects on my resume. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Like I have some sort of knowledge there. So I made the second one. They really liked it. And in that meeting, she was like, okay, but like make these changes. And then like next week, we'll call it done. I'm like, okay, sweet. Like she gave me a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then later in that meeting, she was like, hey, we need this other video done that's like kind of time sensitive. Like we probably need it by like Wednesday or Thursday morning, the latest. Mm-hmm. And she was like, Matthew, you're not doing anything. You do it. Like I think she forgot that she gave me a ton of work to fix.
I was gonna say, how are you not?
Yeah, right. So I kind of panicked. So I didn't say anything, which is kind of my bad. I was like, okay, like I think I already said I can try. I was like, I don't know if I can get it done by Wednesday, but I will try. So I looked at what she wanted done, and dude, you thought the lyric video was tough.
Oh god,
this one was insane. Like, it was so much. I had to do, like, hand-drawn animation for this thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like, it was crazy what she wanted. So, I didn't even, like...
Not to, like, sound mean, but can you, like, are you, like, artistically...
No,
like,
not at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're doing hand-drawn animation, they don't even know if you can draw or not.
It's
that's
awful.
A big swing.
It's a big swing. It would be a swing and a huge miss. So... On Monday, I didn't even get time to look at what she wanted. So Tuesday hit, and I was like, oh, there's no way I can get this done by Wednesday, because it's going to take until Wednesday just to learn how to do it before I even start doing it. You know what I mean? So Tuesday night, I sent her a message, and I was like, hey, listen, I know this is so late, and I do apologize. I was like, but, I have assignments for my 2 courses I'm taking. I'm still working on the edits you gave me for the first lyric video, or second. And I was like, I just don't think I can pull this off in time. And she did get a little upset.
Well, I mean, it's not really your fault. If she assigned it on Monday, said it was Wednesday, it's really hard, and you already had stuff going on.
Yeah, I think she just forgot I already had stuff. Like I definitely should have said something in the meeting, which is my bad. Mm-hmm. But we're in like this weird thing now where every time we talk, you can tell she's like a little pissed.
she's like, I have an assignment, but I'm definitely not going to give it to them.
He only does the lyric videos now.
He only does the lyric video.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know if she got another intern to do it. Because I know people that are good at that in the internship.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, if you reach out to like Joaquin or something, I know he can help you out. Like, he can get it done. I don't know what she did, though. So on Monday, we'll find out if I'm still an intern.
He goes, oh my God.
You know, okay. I doubt I'll get
That's
fired.
Crazy.
But...
No, you should be fired from Echo Kids.
Do you imagine?
That would be awesome. I would put that on my resume, too. I'd be like, yeah, I got fired from you. Like, that is an accomplishment.
Got fired. Check that out.
Oh, that's great. You're still in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, I'm still in Connecticut. But again, the job, I'm not going to reveal what it is quite yet, is in Boston, and it is in person again.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I am trying to take off.
Yeah, I was going to ask how, because obviously I'm in Florida, I haven't seen any yellow skies, but how are the skies there? Yeah, what's been going on? I checked out social media like a tiny bit yesterday, and I was like, is my entire family like gonna die? Like, what's going on?
Dude, probably.
It's like an apocalypse right now.
It's almost like the pandemic. Like, none of us are allowed to go outside.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's okay. So I'm not sure exactly what the actual timeline is. I just know Little Wilton, Connecticut timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for like 4 days ago, I woke up at like noon because I'm a college kid during the summer.
Right.
And I remember going outside because I was gonna go for a run.
And there were zombies.
It was all like. There's just my neighbors are dead. So no, but it was all like this weird haze. Like you couldn't see the sky. This weird haze.
Was it just like normal like cloud color, or was it yellow?
Yeah. No, it's just normal cloud color.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even know anything weird was going on. I was just like, oh, just a foggy day. Mm-hmm. But when you walked out, it smelled like sulfur almost. Like, it was gross. God. It was nasty. So I went back inside. I'm like, guys, what is happening? I'm like, did the world just start ending? Like, what is this? And sure, they explained it's all like the wildfire stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we just kind of bunkered down for the day. But the next day it was gone. It was totally beautiful for like 2 days straight. And then yesterday hits. And I open my window and, dude, the world is just orange.
Oh my God.
Like, everything's just orange. Like, it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I like saw pictures, like, one of my friends from the Tonight Show goes to NYU, and he like reposted one of the NYU posts, and it was like, this is what New York City looked like on Monday, this is what it looks like today. There's like 2 days of difference, and it's like completely orange, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, I will say New York City was worse than we were,
sure.
Or we are currently, but...
Yeah, it's insane. And also, like, similar to the pandemic, Florida doesn't give a shit.
Which is awesome.
It's not affecting us.
Which is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, so, like, I'm still, like, outside, hanging out. And then, like, my family's like, the world is ending.
Yeah, we cannot even look outside.
That's insane.
Just so you know, because this blew me away. It's like the normal air quality index, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they qualify this.
Yeah.
What a healthy amount is like 0 to 50. Anything above 50, you're kind of going a little unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yesterday, my little suburban town was at 284. Dude.
You're at like
50.
You're at like 51, and they're like, don't go outside. And yesterday it's just
284.
It's 5 times that.
And then I found out, I feel so, because I've got a lot of people in New York City, like Keep Paul and stuff, and Jonah. I felt so bad because New York City, specifically Brooklyn, was at like 420.
Are you serious?
Dude, the 51 is unhealthy.
That's wild.
They're just gonna die.
Yeah. How is it today?
It looks better, like just looking outside. And I think right now we're at like 160. Last time I checked the weather app. Yeah,
that's like
it's
still not
insane.
like,
you know, I still can't like go outside and go for a run. Like, I'm gonna die. But
wow, I wonder if it'll end up just like getting carried down to Florida, or if it'll kind of just dissipate. But that's insane.
Yeah, who knows? But it's yesterday was definitely the worst. It was freaky to wake up and just be like, oh, it's just red forever.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, that was a fun little catch up, and I hope that this next week proves that we are still at our jobs and the world is not ending.
It's still alive. That's why I'm trying to get to Boston.
Yeah. Anyways, today we are talking about our silly little show while the world is ending. We are talking about a movie. It definitely is a movie. And that movie is called The Lion King. Wait for it, 1.5. The Lion King 1.5.
I wish it was just The Lion King. That'd be a great episode.
So this is a 2004 film. And I must admit, just going right into childhood stories, this movie, because I know last week during Robots I said that this one, I have like a lot of very vivid memories of like the plot and like where I was when I watched this. This one, and I think I even teased this in the middle of like season 1 of Greenlit.
Okay.
I was like, I remember exactly where I was sitting, exactly like who I was with, what like I remember everything. I remember
Lion King 1.5?
What I was eating during this
Seriously?
movie. I swear to God. So
how?
So there is this little theater downtown in Watertown. And it's just like a family-owned, like one theater little thing. So you just go in, and if the movie's playing, that's the movie you're seeing. You can't really pick anything else. It's very cute. I used to go when I was a kid. I saw this movie, and I saw a couple movies, but I remember seeing Guardians 1 there, just because I didn't like really know what AMC was at that point in my life.
Fair.
And when I saw this movie, I saw it with my brother and my mom. And I was eating, like, I don't know how I remember this, but I was eating, you know the candy dots? Like the little, yeah. I remember having a box of those because I, like, have never eaten them since. Like, I'm just, like, not a huge fan of them. But as a kid, I really liked them. So I was eating them during this movie, and I, like, vividly remember sharing them with my mom. Like, I don't know how I remember all of this stuff.
Passing it back and forth.
Yeah, and I remember, specifically when I think about this movie, when we were like, all right, let's do Lion King 1.5. First thing I think of is, because this like blew my mind as a kid, and it like took me out of the movie. I was like, what's going on? Like, I thought the projector broke. But when Pumbaa, I won't get into this, but when he sits on the remote and it changes to like a commercial.
Yeah, it changes.
That, like, I thought something happened to the projector when I was a kid. I was like, what's going on? The movie changed, and then we realized, oh, okay, this is like a little gag. But this movie, oh my God, I have weirdly vivid memories. Yeah.
For Lion King 1.5, not only did I never watch this as a kid, I think I found out it existed like junior year of high school.
Oh, really?
Like, I never even heard about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they're like, I know you just said you saw it in the theater, but did this have like a big theatrical release?
I don't think it had any theatrical release.
Oh.
Which is interesting because I know I saw it in that theater, but I think it was one of those things where they had like the DVD and then they just played it.
Is it almost like when they do like those room screenings?
Yeah, because like now that I'm really thinking about it, this is a direct-to-DVD movie, and also it came out in 2004. There's no way that I remember that when I was 2. Oh, and also, it didn't come out in theaters.
So it must have been some weird...
It was, because they did that sometimes, where they just had the DVD and they played it, like, every so often.
Got it.
So they must have played it when I was, like, 7 or 8. So I definitely didn't see it when it came out. But weirdly enough, I saw it in theaters. It was very strange.
That's wild.
A movie you can't see in theaters, I saw in theaters.
You saw in theaters. A movie I never even heard of in my life.
Yeah.
And also, again, this happens a lot in the show, but I've never had any interest of watching it. I was going to go the rest of my life never watching 1.5. 2, Simba's Pride. I just found out that was a thing, too.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You haven't?
I don't think I've seen Simba's Pride, but the live-action one, just pass. Just don't even bother.
So what's the deal? Why is it so bad? Like, what happened?
Okay. So here's the thing with Lion King, I think it was 2019.
I think so. It's pre-pandemic, I think.
Yeah, the voice cast is incredible. I loved them a lot. They were really
it's loaded.
Yeah, they're great. They all did a fantastic job. The problem is they basically said in like all their press releases prior to the movie opening that, okay, this is the Lion King, but we're gonna make it new, right? So people were like, oh, okay, we're gonna go in like the live action Aladdin. They had like a new song, and Jasmine has a little bit more of a prominent role. But this one was almost a shot-for-shot remake, and they didn't change anything. Like, almost nothing.
It was exactly the same movie?
Yeah, and the one thing they did change was they took out the best song in the whole movie. Well, not took out, but they, like, severely pushed down. Like, they didn't play the whole song. Be Prepared, the, like, villain
Scar song.
Yeah. So they had it where it's, like, he, like, sings a little bit of it, but, like, it's not the whole song, which, like, kind of...
That's weird.
Bothered me. Also, their whole shtick was, like, it's photo real, it's photo real. Like, look at the CGI, it looks amazing. But, when you have real-life lions trying to emote the way that an animated lion does, there is almost no emotion shown in this entire movie.
Oh, that sucks.
Like when... Okay, in the original, they play, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Right?
Yeah.
And they, it's Simba and Nala, and they're, like, messing around, and they're falling in love. And in this, the live-action one, it's just two regular lions, and you're watching them, and you're like, oh, this is, like, not... like, there's just no... Like, it has to be animated for it to show any emotion whatsoever.
So it's almost like they put Can You Feel the Love Tonight over, like, a nature documentary.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly what people's, like, whole thing with the whole movie was, and they were like... All right, it's like Donald Glover singing over a nature documentary. It was awful. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because it does look beautiful. I just never watched it. So
it looks stunning, but it's like, like it looks great, but
it's almost they almost kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit.
Like, don't do the Lion King if you're gonna use that.
Yeah, like, those two just don't go hand in hand.
Yeah. Like, make Life of Pi if you have, like, that beautiful CGI.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, something where it's, like, an actual animal instead of it's, like, a talking animated character. Anyways.
Now,
go ahead, sorry.
One last question about the 2019 one, because it just, that whole movie
fascinates
me
it's
for some
insane.
reason. They didn't bring back anybody from the original besides James Earl Jones, right?
Yeah.
Does he still do Mufasa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do, like, Matthew Broderick or anybody, like...
No, I also don't think I realized that that's who plays. Wow. Wow.
Wait, really?
I think I knew it deep down, but I don't think I just, like, whenever I think about that character, I'm not like, oh, Matthew Broderick. That's wild.
Yeah, it's
that
Ferris Bueller. Yeah, he's Simba.
Huh. That actually makes a lot of sense. No, they didn't bring him back. I'm pretty sure that was Donald Glover.
Oh, he played Simba. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they had, like, new kids for the child version. And they had, like, Keegan-Michael Key
young Simba
as, like, Timon or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. That was interesting. Or, like, Pumbaa. It was some weird...
why not?
I think, or maybe it was Seth Rogen for Pumbaa. It was some weird cast. But it was interesting.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Because he sings, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so awesome.
It's such a weird movie. It's also like one of those pre-pandemic movies where, like, how does this exist? Like, I forgot.
I can't believe this got greenlit.
I can't believe this got greenlit whatsoever. But then also, like, once that got greenlit, every single other live-action Disney remake got greenlit, and I am so upset with all of them. Yeah, that's true. Although I haven't seen the new
crazy
Little Mermaid, but I've heard the new Little Mermaid's very good. In comparison to a lot of the... Yeah, I've heard it's
one of the better ones.
Yeah. So who knows? I'm hopefully going to see that soon.
Again, I haven't seen it, only because, again, for people who don't know, me and Nick do the A-list thing at AMC, where it's like 3 free movies a week for, like, what, $25 a month or something? Mm-hmm. So you see, like, 2 movies, it pays for itself. Right. But we usually go together, but for Little Mermaid, it feels weird going by myself to the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, my initial plan was to go see it with Sam and Maddie.
That's smart.
Like, first week. But things got really busy, and also Maddie, and they neither of them have A-list. So they were like, am I going to drop, like, because I was going to go, because they have this weird new thing. It's like laser at AMC.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what the difference is.
I read it. I forget, because there's none in Connecticut that have it.
No, and exclusively in Florida they have them.
Oh, there you go. That's
like
why
at
I can't go see
AMC.
it.
Yeah. So when I went to go do it, it's like one of those weird ones where they're like, oh, it's like an upcharge because it's this special thing, but I don't even know what the special thing is. So Maddie was like, why am I going to pay whatever, $20?
$25. Yeah,
when
fair.
I could just wait, and because it's probably not going to be great anyways. So I'm hoping to see that and maybe definitely Spider-Verse hopefully soon.
You still haven't seen Spider-Verse?
I haven't had time.
Oh, I've seen that twice.
Yeah, I haven't had time. I was actually going to... I might go tomorrow morning before work, but I would have to go like early.
Like the matinee showing?
Yeah, like if they don't have one at 11 o'clock, I don't think I can go just based on travel time to and from work, to and from Disney Springs, all that stuff.
To AMC and all that?
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna see it. I just don't know when. Both of them. I just don't know when. It'll probably be within the next week. I just don't exactly know what specific day or time. Who knows?
Fair.
Anyways, going into production of this movie, again, it's a direct-to-DVD, which is a crazy thing to think about based on my memories around this thing.
I know,
because I don't think about this as direct-to-DVD. Okay, I want to talk about Disney Toon Studios for a second. Because this is the production company that produced and released this movie. And it's now defunct. It's come up on the show before.
Oh.
But we haven't really talked a ton about it. So basically what it is it's this offshoot of Disney Animation that came around in the 90s. And it closed and is now no longer in existence. In, I believe, 2018, but their last feature was 2015.
Ooh.
And what they basically do, which I think is so fascinating because there's an entire subsection of Disney that just focuses on animated sequels. So that's pretty much the only thing that this entire studio does.
That's it?
Pretty much. So as of 2018, so right before they shut down, they only had 75 employees. Which is crazy. They produced 47 feature films across 35 years, with the first being DuckTales, the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp in 1990. That was their first movie.
Classic. Everyone knows that.
So a lot of them are like offshoots. Most of them are sequels, but some of them are like offshoot.
That's
like,
wild.
What is it? It's like Once Upon a Christmas or whatever it is.
Oh,
the
okay.
Mickey Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's offshoots. Most of the time it's sequels. But their last one was Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Neverbeast in 2015, which I remember seeing marketing for.
Oh, I never even heard of that.
Because I still like watched Disney Channel at that point. But
fair.
I never watched the movie. And yeah, they shut down. They had 3 years where I don't know what they did, but they were still open.
What was going on?
I don't know. Maybe they did TV or something.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe. And they, almost exclusively did Disney sequels that almost all of them went direct to DVD. Almost all of them.
Which ones didn't? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know that they did. This is just a couple of the 47, but they did Aladdin 2, which I didn't know was a thing. I think it's like The Return of Jafar or something like that. And Aladdin 3. Sorry, I forgot Aladdin 3.
There's a trilogy?
Yeah. They did Tarzan 2, Mulan 2, Piglet's Big Movie, a Goofy movie, which I think we should cover, because that one actually I remember.
Okay, put it on the list.
Yeah, among many, many more. They did like Cinderella 2, which I didn't even know was a thing.
There's a Cinderella 2?
Yeah, every single Disney...
Didn't Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty come out in like, what, 60s, 70s? Or am I dating myself?
Sleeping Beauty was... I want to say that was the 50s, was Cinderella.
It was 50s?
It was the 50s, yeah, because that was post-wartime, I'm pretty sure. Because the wartime stuff was like, they didn't come out with a ton. And just after that, they had like a little spike. So the 50s was like Peter Pan, Cinderella.
Oh, there you go.
That kind of vibe. But yeah, it was like 50s, 60s.
So the Cinderella sequel, when did that come out? Like the 90s?
It's gotta be.
What's up with that?
Cinderella 2 was like 40 years after the first one.
She's like an old grandma at this point.
It's like Star Wars. They announced it at like Comic-Con and then everyone freaks out. 40 years after the original. Comes Cinderella 2. No one watches it, but yeah. So this company is like crazy to me, and they have this whole like for those of you listening who want to deep dive more into it. There's this whole, I think it's a Defunct Land video, but Defunct Land is like a Disney YouTuber who like talks about defunct Disney attractions. But
Yeah,
I
I've seen a
think
couple
it was
stuff.
Defunct Land that did a Disney Toons episode, but there was one like Disney specific YouTuber that made like a whole deep dive into Disney Toons, which is incredible, and I highly recommend it.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyways, going back to Lion King 1.5, another Disney Toon classic.
Classic.
Both voice actors for Timon and Pumbaa returned for this, which is rare for sequels. And the example I put down, and I think we've talked about this before. I don't know if it was on air or off, but like for Aladdin 2, they asked Robin Williams to come back, and his whole thing. Yeah. Do you know this whole Robin Williams dispute with Aladdin?
I've heard whispers of it.
Yeah. Okay, so basically for the first Aladdin movie, it was the first time that any animated movie, or really any movie in general, this is like the start of it, put the name above the title. So this was like Robin Williams in Aladdin.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
Robin Williams is the genie. Like, they were promoting the guy rather than the movie. This is the first time really in history that was happening.
Okay.
At least for animation. I don't know if it's like in general, but I know for a fact it was animation. They were promoting, this guy is this character.
Yeah, like he is in this as a voice.
And so based on the way that they were marketing it, based on the way they were using him in the movie, he should have got an estimate of around $8 million paid out to him.
Wow.
For that movie. And obviously if he returned, it would have been probably the same.
Yeah.
And instead, the company paid him $75,000.
That's it?
Yeah. So if you think about the legacy of Robin Williams as Aladdin, and you think about if he got paid $75,000 for that,
wow,
it's unbelievable. So they asked him to come back, and they were like, "Hey, we'll make it up to you. We'll give you like $10 million for Aladdin 2."
Oh shit! Okay.
And he was like, "Hell no! You guys treated me like shit. I'm done."
Like damage has been done, kind of thing.
Yeah. And so from here on out, other than that one movie and maybe some promotional stuff surrounding that first movie, pretty much every like video game, all the new movies is a different person as the genie.
It's never him.
Never.
Wow. So good for him. That's cool.
It's interesting to see, because I'm pretty sure The Lion King was after Aladdin. I don't know. It was right around the same time, the first one at least. So it is interesting. Aladdin. Yeah, it is interesting to see the characters of Timon and Pumbaa, the voice actors, return, because it's...
And also because I remember halfway through when we finally got to like, adult Simba, I was like, oh, it still sounds like Ferris Bueller. So I looked it up, and they also got Matthew Broderick back.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he also came back for this.
That's cool.
I don't know if he comes back for Simba's Pride, but I know they got him for this.
That's good.
So they got 3, which is, again, you're right, for a little direct-to-DVD, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah. And I found somewhere I think it was IMDb, but when I read this, I was like, oh, this makes total sense. Are you familiar with Mystery Science Theater 3000?
I haven't watched it, but I know of it.
Okay, basically, this is just a parody of that, this whole movie. Basically, what it is is
really?
they watch, in Mystery Science Theater, they watch, like, a bad movie, and then they kind of punch back. It's similar to this, or that they're, like, in the audience, like and they, like, start making fun of it. Yeah. And they're, like, making fun of it. Oh, no
way.
Yeah. Which I think is pretty funny, and once I read that, I was like, oh, that makes total sense. Because I actually
Mystery Science Theater 3000 was first, or was this first?
Yeah, no, Mystery Science Theater has been around for a very long time.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. They actually, a newer version of it went on tour, and it was at the Wilbur, and I was working that, and it was really fun. I didn't know what it was until then, and it was actually a really good time.
That's kind of... Now, is it the same guys that have been doing it since the beginning? Or is it kind of in rotation?
It's a new company, yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, I got it.
But anyway, so this movie, Lion King 1.5, roughly generated around $55 million in revenue in the first 3 days of release, which is crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And in the first month, it sold nearly 6 million DVD and VHS copies.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for them.
And my last bit on production, I didn't find a whole lot just because, it is
the nature of it,
yeah, exactly. But it was directed by a guy named Bradley Raymond, who directed a lot of Disney Toons movies, which is really interesting. Like, you're a director, but you only direct Disney sequels.
These like weird direct-to-DVD sequels.
It's so funny.
Such a weird niche.
But so he directed Pocahontas 2, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
There's a sequel to that?
Many others. Yeah.
This is the weirdest like subsection we've discovered.
So strange.
We gotta one day, like, when we do season 2 and season 3 next year, and like maybe we'll do like summer session season 2, or we'll just unpack all of these.
Right.
We'll just do this weird deep dive into all these Disney sequels.
Yeah, we should do that. Oh, that'd be so fun. That'd be so fun for me.
Greenlit special. Yeah, I would hate it, but I know you'd love it.
I would have such a blast. or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe it would ruin Disney for me forever.
You're done. You're like,
I don't know if I can watch them.
After the Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, you're like, I'm out.
But yeah, anyways, that's all I have for production. It's not a ton, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Disney Tunes because it was really interesting.
Yeah, Disney Tunes is blowing my mind. That's such a weird company.
It's so crazy. Anyways, moving right along into my favorite segment of the show. We're here to talk about the summer songs.
Woo!
All right, so this is
best segment of the show.
Yes, this is the summer of 2004. And
yes,
I'm getting worried that we're going to start covering movies that are from the same year, then the segment is going to go to shit.
It's going to go to shit immediately.
So we've had 3 in a row that are different years, but depending on what movie you have for next week, we might be fucked.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. But so, did you get a chance to listen to these?
I did.
Okay.
And I will say, I think for the first time in the show's history, I know 2.
So did I, yeah.
Yes! Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'll start with the bottom and we'll go up.
Okay.
So number 5 is a song called Heaven from the Los Lonely Boys.
Which I had never heard of.
Really?
This is one you knew?
Dude. This song...
No way.
Like, okay, so like I said in previous summer song segments, a lot of the music that I know from my childhood is because a lot of the time I was in the car with my mom and we always had the radio on. Like it was always, there was like always some sort of music. Yeah. So a lot of the songs, like this song in particular, I was listening to it and I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard this song since I was a kid. Like it unlocked like a bit of nostalgia for me and I was like, yeah, this is exactly summer 2004. This makes total sense. This is awesome.
That's why I have no memory of this at all.
Yeah.
I never had the radio. I always did like the weird little alt-rock satellite stations.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That played like My People, like Spoon and the Killers and stuff. So like the Los Lonely Boys never came across my radar.
Yeah, no, a lot of the like bands or people that write and perform these songs I've never heard of, but I know the song when I listen to it. I'm like, oh, that's them, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Actually, Maddie texted me. She's at work. She texted me earlier, and she was listening to our last episode, and she was like, oh, you don't know whoever it was? And I was like
so-and-so? Yeah.
No. She was like, that's crazy. And I was like, oh.
Sorry.
My bad. No, but I knew the song. I just didn't know the person.
Okay, fair. I wonder if that's like a one-hit wonder thing. Cause some of the other people, I know 3 other names on this list.
Yeah.
I only know 2 songs, but we'll get there.
So number 4 is Pieces of Me from Ashley Simpson.
Dude, I love this song. Not the actual song itself, but I love the legacy of this song.
Okay.
Because do you know what happened to this poor woman?
I think I might if you tell me. I just don't remember.
Fair. Because again, this was 2004, so obviously I found out about this way later.
Yeah.
But this is the girl, and I'm sure you've seen the clip, because everyone parodied it when it happened.
Sure.
But she was the girl, keep in mind, she's the sister of Jessica Simpson.
Okay.
Which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
But this is the poor girl that this song blew up, top song of the summer. She went on SNL, and when she went to go sing it, she got caught because she was doing playback.
Oh, yes.
Like the song started singing before she kind of like awkwardly danced. And, it's so hard to watch that clip. And then from that day on, she stopped. Like she never was. Yeah, I think she tried to do music, but she was never taken seriously again.
Oh, that was so
sad. I know. I feel horrible. It wasn't her fault. Like,
was she like young when she did that? I'm assuming so. Yeah, right?
She was young, like really young.
That's wild.
Like if she wasn't like she's either a little bit older or a little bit younger than we are right now. Yeah, like it was brutal.
I wonder what she does now. She does like IT somewhere.
Yeah. We're still like a Starbucks or something. Just
Yeah. Go off. That's awesome.
But
I
dude,
mean, it's sad,
so,
but that's
I
wild.
feel so bad. Oh, and if you watch that clip, dude, it's so hard to watch.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it because I do remember that. I need to definitely refresh.
Yeah, it's tough.
But number 3 is called The Reason from Hoobastank.
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 Okay. This is the reason, ironically, that Summer Songs is now my least favorite segment on this entire show. Because I hate this song. I hated it. The day it came out, I hated it for years, and I buried it. I forgot this song existed, and I lived the rest of my life as a happy man. Until this morning where I had to listen to The Reason by Hoobastank.
Yeah, there you go.
I hate this song so much. It all came flooding back.
Damn.
I hate you for making me listen to The Reason.
I didn't know that it was going to be
bad.
up here.
You knew.
I went in, I picked Lion King 1.5 knowing that The Reason was going to be number 3.
Yeah. He hates Hoobastank.
So number 2 is a song called If I Ain't Got You from Alicia Keys.
I didn't know this one.
Okay, yeah. If I Ain't Got You, and then our number 1 song, Burn from Usher. I knew, but I didn't.
Oh.
I never like really listened to them. Like I'd heard them like once, but
like background noise almost.
Yeah, and I think Heaven was definitely the one where I was like, oh my god, I love this segment. I'm so happy we got to listen. But yeah, the top 2, I was actually surprised they were top 2 because I was like, I don't know many people that would be listening to those often, but that was also 2004, right? So I don't know. Maybe it was just
fair. I didn't know
generation.
I didn't know Heaven by your Los Lonely Boys, and then obviously I know Alicia Keys and Usher, but I didn't know those songs either.
Yeah,
I only knew The Reason and the poor Jessica Simpson's sister song.
Yeah, dang,
it feels so bad.
Anyways, and one more thing before we move into plot about, I guess not really summer songs, but it's kind of like, it's coming back from I think our first one. The other day, I was in Epcot. I saw the Plain White Tees.
What?
Yeah. Wait, did I perform
live?
Yeah.
What?
I was like the 10th row. So basically every year. Okay, so hear me out. Every year, Epcot does what's called their International Flower and Garden Festival. And it's great. And they have like all the festival booths around the countries. And they have this big theater. I think it's called the Garden, whatever it is. It's called the Garden Rock series. And so basically they have this theater, and it's outdoors, so it's like really like you just kind of mosey on in. You're sitting outside, and they have like the little stage, whatever. And they have these musical acts come in and perform, 3-4 nights out of I think the celebration, the festival goes on for like 4 months. Okay. And so most of the time it's like playing to like an older crowd because they get like a lot of older bands or whatever.
Like all the adults coming to
Yeah. So I don't really know a ton of them, so I kind of just pass on it. And when I did work in Epcot, when I worked in the Italy section, or I think Japan, you could hear it because they're right next to the American Pavilion, which is where the theater is. Okay. And so this time around, it was the Plain White Tees. And it was their last night. And Maddie and I were in Epcot just by chance, and we were celebrating my birthday. And
happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And they were about to go on, and we were like, let's go. They had open seats, so we were just like, let's mosey on in. We showed up. It's all like parents and their kids and like older folk. And they came out and they played their hits. It was like a 30-minute show, and we left. It was amazing.
They did good, really?
Dude, it was so good. They played...
No way.
Obviously, Hey There, Delilah. And then that was their last hit. And
famous
then they played like
song.
a couple... They played like 3 or 4 more songs that I knew just from growing up. Because they were just always on the radio when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we had such a nice... Like, it was such a lovely evening. And they were just there, and they performed twice... I think 2 more times that night. So... so they were there for like 5 days. They had like 15 shows. And they were like mini shows. You could just show up, and it's like a 200-person little tiny theater. It's great.
What a strangely specific way to spend your birthday.
Very specific, and also I would have thought I would be seeing the Plain White Tees in general, but also in that context.
You're at Disney
Like,
on
I
your
saw
birthday.
them,
Like, it's just so
It was
strange.
crazy. But it was such a fun time. But I wanted to circle back on that because with the Plan YT's song was in our first ever summer songs.
That's true.
Yeah.
We talked about like River Fork and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Anyways, moving on in to the plot of this incredibly interesting movie.
Yeah, plots. I'm curious to see how you do this.
Yeah, well, okay. So to start, because I'm sure this is why you're saying this. This movie is very weirdly paced.
Yes.
Very weirdly paced. Because basically the whole premise of this movie is, what if we see the Lion King, the original Lion King, but from the perspective of Timon and Pumbaa?
For most of it.
For most of it. And that was the whole like pitch. And then we kind of just go into like specifics. But it is very weirdly paced because it's basically Timon and Pumbaa are sitting like in a theater and it's their like silhouettes and they are like commenting on the movie of like their lives, and that's pretty much it. And it's very, very weird. But anyway, so we open with the classic Walt Disney Pictures logo, which I love, and it made me so happy
cool
that we were
to see
watching
that again.
a Disney movie for this. But they have the little rip on the Lion King opening. So they do like the opening of the Lion King, the song and everything, and then it kind of cuts to Timon and Pumbaa in a movie theater, and they're like fast forwarding to where they come in to the actual movie. They're like, we don't care. They're like fast forwarding. And it's so weird because I was thinking about it in like a weird like meta thing. It's like, okay, if we're watching their life and they have like the tape of it, do they like actively know that they're being recorded in the movie?
Like
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess.
It's so weird. Like when they cut to like the origin story of Timon, it's like he knows that he has this movie of himself. But in the moment, does he know that he's being recorded? Yeah, it's so weird.
I have no idea. No. Okay, it is bizarre. But in just the opening, eventually, I'm going to spoil a little bit how I feel about this movie because that's how I have to talk about it. But eventually, as it goes on, I think it does kind of get annoying a little bit. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is like pretty cool. I was like, it's a very unique way to tell this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially because it's so bizarrely paced and structured.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have any structure to this movie whatsoever? Like, oh, I guess we have to have them, like, narrate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
so
I completely agree.
I like the concept. Like, it is very strange, but you're like, oh, this is interesting. Like, this is a cute little take. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did think it was interesting. It was very hard for me to take notes because the plot is like so either like really fast paced or like no pacing whatsoever
or nothing.
So I was like But anyway, so they skip to the part where they come into the Lion King. They like the first movie, and then they say that they're going to tell us their story. So they want to show us kind of like how they came to be. So Timon shows us that he grew up far from Pride Rock, and his meerkat like friends and family sing about their life there and how they basically like dig holes and hide from hyenas. Yeah, and that's all they do. So they love to dig holes, and they're always in fear of the hyenas.
And I like the song.
Yeah, the song was cool.
Yeah, I was in.
I think I read somewhere that it was either Randy Newman or Elton John helped come up with one of these songs, like the new ones.
For 1.5?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, because if you remember, Elton John did all of the music for the first Lion King.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh.
It was Elton John?
Yeah, no, he like won a bunch of awards for those. Like
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I think Can You Feel the Love Tonight won him like a Grammy or something.
Wow.
That's crazy. Like that's all him.
I had no knowledge of that.
So I'm pretty sure that it was Elton John, but I say Randy Newman only because he also weirdly does a lot of Disney stuff. So I'm not exactly sure. Toy Story.
I might sound really stupid saying this, but is he the Toy Story guy?
Yeah, Toy Story. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
he did. You've Got a Friend of Me. Yep.
Now, just so you know, by the way, because I'm committed to this goddamn show. Last night, I was like, I can only watch Lion King 1.5 like late at night because I just had a bunch of stuff going on. But I was like, I haven't seen Lion King in so long. I'm a little worried that I'm not going to know what's going on.
Oh, sure.
So I didn't watch a recap. I didn't read it. I watched both of these movies back to back.
Oh my god.
Like a psych. I was up till 3 a.m.
Did you watch The Lion King first?
Yes.
Why? I mean, like, obviously, I know why, but that's, like, so, like, such a drop-off from the first one. Watching one and a half.
Yeah, we'll get to how that viewing experience was later. But, well, the thing is, like, I knew the loose premise of 1.5 was you get the story from their perspective, except where you don't, and you get the origin story, but, which is so bizarre.
Yeah, which I don't think I ever realized.
Yeah, it's so the first almost the first half of this movie is all before the Lion King. Yeah.
Also, we don't see any of Pumbaa's backstory. He just comes
Nothing
in
at all. Yeah, he just literally just enters frame.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But when they go to all the Lion King stuff, I knew I was like, dude, I do not know the plot of the Lion King. Like almost I knew like there's Scar and he kills Mufasa and then Simba comes back and like doesn't kill Scar but basically kills Scar.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like, the very loose plot. So I'm glad I did for plot reasons. But how it affected this one, we'll get into.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was actually watching this yesterday or 2 days ago. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh, Pelton might not get some of these references. Because they do, like, rip a lot on the first movie, and they turn it into a joke. Or they fill in, like, the why it happened.
For sure.
Like when the animals all fall. Like,
yeah, there's a ton. Like, I'm really glad I did watch the first one because I would have missed a ton of stuff.
Sure. Okay. That's good then.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Timon's mom is introduced, which I don't think I remembered that she was a character in this.
Yeah.
And the whole town is mad at Timon because he collapsed the tunnels they dug. And it kind of reminded me of Turbo in the sense that Timon wants more than like the boring life that they live as meerkats, and everyone else is just kind of like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and this is how it is in our society of snails or meerkats.
Like, I remember when it gets to the scene where they're all mad at him, because doesn't he try to make like a skylight and he breaks all the tunnels or something?
Just all of them collapse.
Yeah, and his mom, and he has an uncle, like Uncle Max or something.
Uncle Max, yep.
Uncle Max. And they're both like kind of embarrassed by him. And he's like, I just want to do my own thing. I'm like, I could have sworn this was the story of Lion King from their perspective. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this movie? Because I was like, if I was like, I remember sitting there, I'm like, if the whole movie is just this knucklehead's backstory, I was like, I'm in trouble. Because I was already like, oh, I'm not sure I'm into this at all.
Right. I mean,
you're right. Like, it's also a plot we've seen thousands of times already. Mm-hmm. We just did it for Turbo. That was only a couple weeks ago we did Turbo. It was not that long ago.
I don't know. It's it's such a weird, because their whole pitch is like it's Lion King from their perspective, but then like it's not for 80%.
Yeah, what the? It's so. I was so blown away by how they decided to make this.
Yeah, and then they just like all of, like the random inserts for bits are like the actual perspective, but then everything else is just their origin story, and I'm like, then just
their origin.
Market it as their origin story.
Yeah, don't lie. You're like, what is this weird?
But then after, the mom and Uncle Max are embarrassed, the mom kind of riffs on the everything the light touches bit from the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
Everything the light touches is yours. And then she basically, to Timon, is like, everything the light touches is ruled by someone else.
Yeah.
So go work with your uncle. That's basically what she says.
Which again is one of those. I was like, oh, I'm definitely glad I watched Lion King before this.
Yeah, there's a lot of those bits.
Yeah, for the most part.
But so then he goes to work with his uncle. His uncle kind of like guides him to like be a normal meerkat, and then he leaves him and he's like, hey, just like make sure to look out for hyenas. That's his job.
Yeah.
Then Timon sings about how he's gonna change the way he lives and how he's gonna look out for himself. That's like his big thing, and then the hyenas show up in the middle of his song.
Yep, just right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then he gets chased by the hyenas, and it cuts to a commercial. Just some like random ad.
Little kid Nick freaked out.
This is when I freaked out, and I thought the projector broke, or like we were in the wrong movie theater or something. And I was like, "What's going on?" But then in reality, Pumbaa was just sitting on the remote. And then that's like one of the random cutaways. It's kind of like a Statler and Waldorf kind of thing for like a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, remember how I was like 10 minutes ago praising that I liked the two of them commenting? This is where it starts to take a turn.
Yeah, towards the middle and towards the end, it kind of gets a little annoying.
Yeah, they cut like for too long, and the bits aren't. There's one I'm sure coming up where he's like picking his nose or something.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what's going on?
He goes to get like popcorn, and then Timon's like picking it.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but yeah, so Uncle Max barely escapes, and the whole town, because the hyenas are attacking Uncle Max, and the whole town kind of gives up on Timon because he's a failure in their eyes, and they are like, you suck.
Yeah, Turbo style.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Timon leaves the town, and his mom basically he thinks that his mom is going to be like upset, and she's just kind of like, hey, I only want what's best for you. Go do what you got to do. And immediately he runs into Rafiki, which I didn't even know he was in this movie. Like when that happened, it freaked me out.
Yeah, it's so weird. So in the first one, and to be fair, I wasn't looking for it because I did not watch 1.5 first. I did Lion King first. But my memory is that they never even hint at the fact Rafiki has met anybody else.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, when he appeared on screen, I'm like, oh, they know each other?
Yeah.
So why was that never mentioned?
I have no idea, and maybe just with the timing of everything, maybe he like met them after the fact, but I don't exactly know.
But you have the Hakuna Matata thing. Like he like Rafiki gives them that phrase.
Yeah.
So it was definitely it blew my mind.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's very weird.
Why does Rafiki know this guy?
Yeah. But so he teaches Timon the idea of Hakuna Matata, and he kind of points him in the right direction. He's like, you gotta look past what you see, or whatever it is.
Right, whatever that means.
Yeah, and then Timon kind of ventures towards Pride Rock, because he says, oh, it's the big pointy rock. That's beyond what I see. So that's where he's gonna go. And then he is like in this little like tall grass, and he gets chased by Pumbaa. And they both end up being scared of each other. And then Timon kind of figures out that Pumbaa can fight off predators. He doesn't know that it's because he like will just fart on them. But he's like, hey, if you can fend off predators, then you're gonna be like my bodyguard. Let's go to Pride Rock to find a new home. That's pretty much what happens. And they say that they're gonna be like acquaintances rather than friends, and obviously eventually their friendship develops. But then they get to Pride Rock, and they kind of realize that Rafiki told every single animal to come to Simba's like day of birth, like inauguration. But there's also this joke of Pumbaa's like, oh, what is the monkey holding? And then Timon's like, I don't care, it doesn't matter. And it's obviously Simba, and they run into him later. But I thought that was pretty funny. And Pumbaa is like, basically like, hey, I need to use the bathroom. Like, I gotta go. I gotta fart. And then Timon's like kind of brushing it off. He's like, hey, we gotta go to our new home. And then Pumbaa farts, and everyone passes out, and it's kind of the filling in the gaps of the first movie, because all the animals kneel when...
Yeah, they all bow.
Yeah, they all... when Rafiki holds up Simba. And that's kind of like filling in the gaps from the first movie, which I think is pretty funny, but then I'm like, it was a fart joke.
Yeah,
it ruined the first one.
It's like a clever idea. You know what it is? It's almost like I'm picturing like a writer's room for this movie. Mm-hmm. Which, listen, for a direct-to-DVD, it's probably like one guy. But pretend it's like 3 or 4. And they're like, hey, what are some cool little riffs we can do on the original? And they're like, well, why do they all kneel? Mm. Like, what if we give like a kind of a funny backstory? It's a cool idea. But yeah, it's just a fart joke.
And now, like, when I rewatch the first movie, I'm going to be like, oh, this is the part where they fart.
Yeah, is this awesome? Like, there's a couple things in this movie. There's one coming up later that really did bug me that almost make the first one worse.
Yeah.
And that's one of them where I'm like, oh, it's just because he farted. Like, that's it. Like, that's so lame.
Yeah. But so then they kind of make it to Timon's new home, and Timon asks Pumbaa to stay with him. He's like, I want you to stay here. I don't want you to leave. You're my friend. Yeah. And then the I just can't wait to be king bit happens, and their home gets destroyed. Like, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there's a couple of, like, bits where their home, like they settle into a new home, and then something from the movie happens, and then it gets like destroyed, and they have to leave.
Yeah.
So I just can't wait to be king. All the animals fall, and it destroys their home. There's an elephant graveyard bit, where the like hyenas hang out, and they still can't find a home. There's a be prepared bit where they're like in the thing, and then like they start singing, and then they're like,
we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. And then, we're kind of just speeding through the movie, like the first movie
So does the movie.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, because also, I don't know if we mentioned this in production. This movie is 70 minutes. Like, before credits. I think it's like 82. They have 12 minutes of credits, and the movie's 70 minutes.
Which is wild.
So crazy. But so, then Mufasa's death scene happens. And they get kind of launched into a waterfall, and Pumbaa pauses the movie to get popcorn, which is made of bugs, and then Timon is sitting there, and to fill the time, he's singing "It's a Small World." It's a small world after all, and I thought that was pretty cute. But
it's also it's a Small World is also referenced in the first one.
Is it really
kind of cool? Yeah, that's another little.
I don't think I remember that.
Caught. Yeah, when what's the bird's name?
Zazu.
When Zazu's in the Scar's cage, he's singing like a song about how sad his life is, and Scar's like, sing something different, and he starts singing Small World, and Scar's like, no, anything but that.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
So it is a cute little
now I remember that. That is funny.
Yeah, but the popcorn bit, and then there's the booger bit, and then you're going through. And I remember at this point in the movie, it's going through the movie, and again, my biggest complaint, I'll get to Liddy probably in the next scene or two, but this is where I was like, again, spoilers, I really don't like this. I'm like, it's bizarrely paced. It's 70 minutes, but every minute is creeping by.
Yeah.
Like, I felt every minute of this movie, and I was like, I'm so out.
It was definitely hard to...
Yeah, this one was a tough one.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
Especially because I have, like, such fond memories. I was like, oh, Lion King 1.5, that's that cute little movie. And I'm like, oh, man.
No. Yeah, this is not... I remember sitting there feeling bad for you, because I'm like, I don't like this.
I remember even in our... our last episode, I was like, dang, I'm worried about this one. And I was right. Yeah.
You were right. I was hoping you'd either love it because of nostalgia, or you also weren't digging it as much as I was. I was like, I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. I didn't love it that much. No, please. That's the whole point of the show, is to realize what
well, yeah, true.
shit we were watching. But anyway, so they agree to be friends, Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
And they find their dream home, and it's like beautiful. It's like an oasis. It's so nice.
Yeah. They literally say oasis. I was like, oh
yeah, oh my god.
My band.
And then there's a sing along to Hakuna Matata. They have like a little bug that's like kind of jumping around. I thought that was cute.
A little karaoke ball.
Because they're like, obviously we knew that this was coming. I thought that was very cute. But then they meet Simba and they raise him, which is a struggle. I thought that was pretty funny.
Okay, all the biggest complaint, all the raising Simba stuff I actually really liked. That was my favorite part of the movie.
I agree. Me too.
Which, I was watching that, I was like, this should have been the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's just raising Simba and tell an actual story with that. That would have been cool. But my biggest complaint about this movie, and it makes it's one of those things where it obviously doesn't ruin the first one, but I look back, I'm like, oh, that's a shame. Is in the first one where Simba gets stranded and he meets these two. I was sure it's Pumbaa and the other one. Timon, thank you, Timon and Pumbaa. And then they bring him back to like their home and they're like, check it out, and they teach him Hakuna Matata and stuff. The vibe I got from that was they've been friends for years, and they've been living at this place for years, and they've just always done this Hakuna Matata thing. But now with this one, it's like, no, they just found that home yesterday, and they just became friends like 2 days ago. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, it seems like Simba was getting introduced to this brand new world, but no, they also just found it themselves. Like, it's almost like if you took like Han and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon, and sure enough, Han and Chewie met 2 days before they met Luke. You're like, oh, that's kind of lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from what I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, does young Simba find Timon and Pumbaa in that?
Yeah, because
remember
he's almost getting picked on by the birds and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
from what I remember, he like is an adult there, but they actually in Hakuna Matata he grows up over the like.
Yeah,
bridge.
no, he's young Simba. Yeah, so and then that's again when they're all like, and I knew that was my problem within 20 minutes because you have Timon and Pumbaa running around like again you have like the elephant grave and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like during when young Simba's there, I'm like, oh, so they're not at this beautiful little Hakuna Matata place.
Yeah.
When Simba's like, they haven't found it either. I'm like, that's such a bummer. Man. It's such not that it ruins it. Why would you do that?
Sure.
That's so lame.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it adds to it a little bit only because it's like they're kind of all figuring it out together. But
like, wouldn't it have been cool if you wanted the origin story of Timon and
Timon.
Timon
What are their names?
Timon and Pumbaa. Thank you. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if they met? Like, way before all the Simba stuff happened. Mm-hmm. And we can see that, sure. But then you have this, like, they've been friends for, like, at least, like, 10 years. Mm-hmm. And they've been living it up, living large. And then they meet Simba, and Simba kind of disrupts their current life.
That would make sense.
And you see them raise Simba, and that's the movie. Like, that would be so much better. But,
yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, it just kind of broke my... This little magical, like, element of Lion King is now not there. And I'm like, that kind of sucks.
I feel like a lot of this movie did that for me, but I'm going to try to push it down, and the next time I watch the first Lion King, and not remember the farting bit. But yeah. So Timon and Pumbaa, or Timba, watch Simba grow up, and they're living a great life. They're, Hakuna Matata, they're living it up. It looks great. I was like, I've been stressed about work. I was like, dude, I would live with them.
I might. Exactly. I got to use some Hakuna Matata. You know what I mean?
But yeah, their life is great until Nala comes into the picture. And Timon basically... Yeah, exactly. And Timon basically convinces Pumbaa to cock block them.
It's just so weird.
So their family isn't broken up by Nala because it's just been the three of them forever. So he's like, all right, let's get in there. Let's disrupt this love. But so eventually Simba kind of goes on his own way, and Timon pushes Pumbaa away because of how sad he is. He's like, our Hakuna Matata, everything is broken up. I'm depressed. Like, get out of my life. I'm fine on my own. When in reality he's not. And then Rafiki visits Timon and doesn't really say anything because Timon like knows something is wrong with himself, and he just kind of like realizes like, oh god, he needs to go get his friends back. He fucked up. He made a mistake.
He screwed up.
Yeah.
He's like, Hakuna Matata's with my people.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful little message.
Exactly. And so Timon and Pumbaa reconnect, and they go on this heroic journey to get Simba back. And then Uncle Max and Timon's mom go on this quest to find their little boy, Timon, and they finally find him at Pride Rock. And they all come up with a plan to save Simba. Again, the third act of this movie is like 10 minutes. So,
dude, it's crazy.
It's wild. So they come up with this plan to save Simba. And Timon is basically like, we have to break the ground under the hyenas to help save the day. And so they do that. And Timon finally uses his...
Oh, you mean Toomba?
Yeah, Toomba. Sorry,
I don't know who this Timon character is.
Yeah, Toomba uses his like klutzy nature, and he goes under the tunnels because they don't actually collapse. They kind of mess up, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna die."
Yeah.
And then he kind of knocks them down, and they all collapse, and the hyenas like, I don't know if they die, but they fall.
Basically.
Yeah, and they help save the day.
Yeah.
And his family moves to their new home, like all of the meerkats. They move to their new home, and they, like, sing praises about Timon. Like, they're like, this guy is our savior. He's our, like, Lord and Savior. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. All is well in the world. And I think the last bit, which I was, like, freaking out about, which I thought was so fun.
All the Disney characters?
Yeah. So Pumbaa wants to watch the movie again, because he's like, oh, that was such a sweet movie. Let's watch it again. And Timon's like, we, like, just watched it. And then, his family comes in, Simba comes in, and then eventually... like every Disney character that ever existed comes in. So like Mickey comes in, Peter Pan comes in, the genie comes in, and
everyone.
And even one of the characters from Song of the South.
Wait, really? I didn't catch that.
It's Brer Bear, which is one of the characters from Splash Mountain, which now doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
He's originally from Song of the South, but he comes in, and again, it's just like his silhouette, and he doesn't say anything. But I caught it because he's a big bear on the right, and I was like, no way, this movie is dated.
He referenced Song of the South.
I don't know if it was intentional of like that movie, but they used the character, and I was like, oh my god.
Because Splash Mountain also, a lot of people don't even know that was a movie themed thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
And that's pretty much it. That's Lion King 1.5. So
if it is.
You want to start with final thoughts, I think we roughly have the same idea.
Yeah. So a couple of things is obviously we kind of spoiled.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of this at all.
Fair enough.
It's not as bad as like Cat in the Hat or anything.
Sure, it's probably bottom 3.
Yeah, I definitely struggled. Yeah, it's definitely bottom. It's bottom tier for sure. I struggle getting through it. It feels so long, even though it's only 70 minutes. And I think I like, not that I made a mistake, because I wouldn't have gotten a lot of the bits, but watching Lion King, which is so good, and then watching this one really hurt it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you like
yeah,
because the first one's amazing.
Right. It's like
So
when I was training, my first day, I had to do like a bunch of assessments in like this little computer lab area, and they had this big thing for like all the leaders, and it was like all like the most popular Disney movies. Like it was like a bracket. And, like, the winner of every single one was The Lion King. So it's, like, the best, like...
Obviously.
Widely considered to be the best. I don't necessarily agree with it, but, like, widely considered to be the best Disney movie ever like, created. And so...
Yeah, if you don't put it at number 1, it's probably top 5 or top 10.
Yeah. And then watching that, and then watching this is, like...
Which is, like, oh, my God.
Can't just compare.
This movie fell apart. It's so bad. And also, my other thing, and I just wrote this down because I had to, like, gather my thoughts... is it's so bizarrely paced and structured, which you never say anything like it, and there's a reason why you don't say anything like it. But it feels like this could have been either 3 things. Here's my pitch for the redacted Lion King 1.5.
Okay.
Because it seems like they're trying to do all 3 of these in one, and it didn't work. So you could either do the origin story of Toomba. I'm sticking with that.
Fair.
And that could be the whole movie, which I don't think would have been great, but that was like, they tried to do it and they rushed it and then they just did other things. So either do that for the full movie, either do Raising Simba as the whole movie, like young Simba to adult Simba, because in the original that's 2 seconds.
Yeah, it literally just is like a flash.
Yeah, so they did like a song with a flash, which could have been really interesting. And then the other one that they tried to do, and again, they just crammed all these together, is it's almost like some of these scenes are like DVD extras on The Lion King 1. Where it's like the Nala thing extended, or these goofy bits from the movie, but you get it from this perspective. Like them trying to cockblock them falling in love. That should just be a Lion King short.
Yeah.
But they took all 3 of these ideas and crammed them into one thing. And not cohesively. Like, it feels like it was crammed into one thing. And it's such a bizarre watch.
Right.
That I'm like, what? It's almost like, what happened? Like, I wish we could have gotten someone as a guest who worked on this movie for this week instead of robots. And been like, what is this? What was going on?
Dunk on him? The head of the CEO of Disney Toons? If we got anyone from Disney, I actually am going to look that up because I want to get someone from Disney Toons on here.
Dude, that'd be so cool. A little special episode.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But anyway, yeah, I did not enjoy this whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. I didn't love the pauses in the film for like the witty comments. I thought a couple of them were cute. It was an interesting shtick, but like it got old after a while. I think
at the beginning it was interesting.
I think it didn't hold up as well as I'd hoped. Obviously, I didn't think it was like the worst movie in the world, but I definitely didn't like it as much as I would hope. No. I agree with your statement about how it felt like 3 hours, even though it was 70 minutes. Like it was like criminally short, but it felt like a long time.
It felt so long.
The pacing was all over the place. I didn't like the pacing whatsoever.
No.
I can tell that the pacing of a movie is bad when I'm struggling to take notes on like what is happening. That's like the main point of contention where I'm like, I don't like the pacing of this because I'm like, I don't know what to write.
Like what do you even do?
Yeah, it's awful. And yeah, I think it was a cute idea, but done very mediocrely. I don't know if that's
yeah,
a word, but
it could
done not
again.
great.
Not that I'm not going to pretend to sit here and like that I'm an actual writer because I'm 21 in college, so I don't know anything. But I think there's many different pitches or alternate routes you could have taken to make this a really cool idea. Because you're right. I think in theory it's a funny one, but in execution it just didn't go that well.
Yeah, I agree. And one final thought on Lion King 1.5.
I can't believe this got greenlit.
Thank you all for listening. Yeah, we got it. Thank you all for listening. This was a fun episode, even though this movie was trash. I had a lot of fun.
Summer sessions so far.
Yeah, the first two were great. I thought the episode was fun, but the movie was God. Anyways, do we have tune in next week?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Now I have to give a little bit of backstory real quick.
Yeah.
And I'll elaborate further next week.
Okay.
But in our famous Lost episode of The Boy Who Cried Werewolf, I talked about my huge obsession with werewolves.
Yes.
I had like a werewolf binder, I had werewolf shirts, I had posters, like I wanted to become a werewolf, like I went crazy.
Right.
And right with that, hand in hand, it was also kind of my obsession with like folk tales and all like Grimm's fairy tales and stuff. And that stemmed from a movie called Hoodwinked.
Yes. Nice. Okay, I'm really excited. That's okay. Tune in next week for Hoodwinked. I'm really excited. This is the first I'm hearing of this, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, this will be cool.
It's gonna be fun. Anyways, thank you all for listening. We will see you next week for Hoodwinked. Bye bye.